Never a dull day in crypto. It was shaping up to be another slow day, another slow week. Most coins were in the red. Thankfully, that was all instantaneously put to the wayside this morning when Floki just started going parabolic out of nowhere. This is at like 9, 10 a.m. my time. It's up 25%. So I went to their Twitter page. I figured there's probably a new exchange listing, new partnership announcement. There really wasn't anything, so I put up a tweet on it. Then I did notice a few people in the comments section posted a screenshot of the Binance US homepage, which said that they were listing Floki, but the Binance US Twitter page hadn't tweeted yet. Floki hadn't tweeted yet, so I held off on putting any official announcement up. Then about an hour and a half after all that, finally, Binance US Twitter page did announce it that deposits are open for Floki and they are listing Floki. And then the price just kept going up from there. Right now it's up 62% on the day, and the rest of the market is not up. It is still down, so this listing just really hit a home run for Floki, up 62%, just absolutely parabolic right there. And then Floki put the announcement there a good 2 hours after the prices started going up and it started appearing on Binance US's homepage. That showed me Floki had absolutely no idea that the listing was going to happen today. As we know, and with Binance and Coinbase in particular, since they're very US-based and the US insider trading laws are very, very particular, those two exchanges are extremely cautious when it comes to announcements. What they do is they will tell a team, okay, we are listing you, but we're giving you no more clues, no specific date, no date range, nothing, just we will list it. So this tells me Binance has probably told Floki weeks ago, maybe even longer, okay, we're going to list you, but Floki had no idea when it was going to happen. When it did happen this morning, Floki took them a good 2 hours to put the tweet up, so even they did not know that it was going to happen. So the rule of thumb is going forward, if you see an exchange listing that, a team announces, okay, we are going to have a tier 1 or a top 10 on this day. I have seen them a lot, but that is almost always never Binance or Coinbase. That's KuCoin a lot. That's Bybit a lot. That's Maxi a lot. They're allowed to give a specific sort of date. You just can't tell which exchange it's going to be. But then Binance and Coinbase don't give any time frame, any date, or anything. So those, so if a team is announcing a tier 1 top 10 exchange, it is valid usually, but it's very rarely Binance or Coinbase. So Binance US, that's a separate exchange from Binance. Binance is their global exchange. Binance US is just for US. They're in the top 10. They're ranked number 9, so they are very big, and Binance itself is number 1. So this is kind of good. Obviously, the only negative if you're listed on Binance itself is then that exchange listed is done. That pump is over. That won't happen again. But this is good. We get a huge pump for Binance US, and it still hasn't even been listed on Binance yet, which would be an even bigger move. It went up 62% for Binance US. You can only imagine what would happen if Binance listed it. I mean, just huge gains, huge gains. So let's look, as usual, which exchanges is it on, is it not on. Floki is currently on KuCoin, Gate, OKX, Huobi, Bybit, Poloniex, BitGet, Crypto.com, Maxi. So the ones in the top 10 they're not on are Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, Bitfinex, and Bitstamp. Bitfinex and Bitstamp it looks like they list meme coins or retail coins a little less frequently than usual, but I have seen it happen before. Kraken, they sometimes do list retail meme coins. Binance and Coinbase list them a lot, but there's 5 big top 10 exchanges still to go that this coin is not on, and you better believe these exchanges are noticing that Binance US listed it. It was a very successful listing, went off without a hitch, wasn't leaked beforehand, price got a huge pump, community's excited, they get a whole new slew of traders in that exchange. That's good. This is boding very well for the Floki ecosystem. Clues were dropped a little bit here. This is 3 days ago, April 21st. Floki retweeted a Binance US tweet with a dog on a computer. No specific mention to Floki, but I did notice this at the time. I'm like, oh, Floki must be trading on Binance US. Then I saw they weren't. I'm like, oh, a little bit weird that they, retweeted that, but that was a little clue right there. Very cool. So let's see what else is up with Floki. Nothing is going to compare to that news, but few other developments in the last week or so since I've covered this coin. They got listed on Bitmart Futures Exchange. So Bitmart, in terms of spot, they're ranked like in the 20s or 30s. They're a little bit bigger on futures. They're the number 14 biggest futures exchange. So that's a good one for Floki. Remember, Floki is not afraid of the leverage here. Some coins stay away from that. Floki, their pinned tweet here is a Bybit leverage tweet directing them to the Bybit exchange here. So Floki says, bring on the leverage, bring it on. I don't mind that at all. Another exchange list for Floki, Point Pay. I am not too familiar with them, but this is a regular spot exchange right here, and I think it's also a crypto pay sort of platform. fiat to crypto, so that is cool. New developments are always good. Here's another one. Unilend Finance has integrated Floki, has added Floki, so you can now borrow and lend Floki through the Unilend Finance's permission lending protocol. Here's the website right here. So essentially, if you have Floki and then you want to use that as collateral to buy some other coin, you can do that in a borrow and swap. It's very similar to what CoinRabbit does right here. And then CoinRabbit, they added Floki about 2 weeks ago. So Floki is kind of definitely getting into the lending ecosystems there. What else? This happened about a couple days ago. Kind of unusual here. Twitter verified Floki as an organization. So this is kind of a new thing. I wasn't really sure what it is. I guess it's this yellow check here. So most people, when you pay to get verified, you get the blue. The yellow thing is some new thing where you're like a company and organization that's verified. I don't know if you apply for that or if you don't. I assume you probably do apply for it. But regardless, all the other coins I cover regularly, I have not seen this yellow check mark on them. Floki is the first. So Twitter clearly kind of is noticing. They give them their stamp of approval there. It's in the big organization, just like Binance US. So that's good. Here's another pretty cool partnership. This is kind of more of sort of typical classic Floki here. They partnered with Badminton Asia. Target 600 million people. So Badminton Asia, they have the big 2023 Badminton Asia World Championships coming up. Starts April 25th to 30th. That's tomorrow, so it's for the next week. It's in Dubai. Remember, India, they like sports that aren't necessarily as big in the West, like badminton and cricket are basically the two biggest sports in India, and India is a huge country, 2 million people. U.S. only has 400 million, so it's 5 times the size as the U.S. So the fact, even though badminton, you might not be a huge fan of it, it's big globally, very big globally. Should introduce the Floki band to 600 million people. Very exciting. I assume it'll be sort of just typical stadium sponsorship on the side, the signage, that kind of stuff. Very cool. And then remember, Floki, they had their Valhalla Easter Sunday 30,000 Easter giveaway. This wrapped up, I believe, just yesterday. It was live on Twitch. They were giving away $30,000. So that, from what I hear, was also a success. A lot of exciting stuff going on in the Floki ecosystem. And I mean, up 60% on this listing. Massive, massive, especially when the market is down on the day. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this listing. Hit the like and subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Be back tomorrow with a new video. Ben Crypto signing out. Catch you later.